And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the play.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll go back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He's got him in the flat. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. They want to put. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Snyder. Ripping through the defense. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A first down for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 31, set to kick it off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looking to pass on second down. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to move it through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Caught close to the marker. It's Wall. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. The lone back's got it. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
South Carolina, 8.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Arkansas, 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's going to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Off the play fake. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 4 over Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Brings up second down.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas! On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
15.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Gonna take a shot. And he'll move it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the... Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Russell. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw on third. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for it all. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
A fair catch called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Arkansas 31, South Carolina 21.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Snyder. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
It'll be a draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But
he makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now on 3rd down after that run. He wants to throw it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He got it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 34, South Carolina 28.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the...
Brought down.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get into him, get the first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the Gamecocks will move the sticks with the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Direct snap. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to...
Going up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high. And, David, this offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They feed him again. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback on the keeper. The Buffaloes get enough for the first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there to get this offense humming.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. First down here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy.
Running toward the tape. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Colorado 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. To throw, it's Sanders. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Back to throw, it's Sanders. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Coming after it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive,
going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's complete. A huge pickup. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCormick. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Miami 20, Colorado 7.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. On first down, here comes this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Horn. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the release.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Restrepo. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The give. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The give to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 35, Colorado 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it again. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to pass. It's Sanders. Got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Scanning the field, it's Sanders.
The defense puts the X.
And that pass is intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the bat. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Second down coming up.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch them, the coaches, and you're going to see the mess up.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Maffa. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
The give to the tailback. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Ball in the air, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Goes to the option. The pitch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Oh, it's out! Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snags it over the middle. Baryshnikov. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The give to the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We are locked up to start the 2nd half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, in this drive, to start off the 2nd half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this 2nd half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will audible. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers are on the move. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cook. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying to escape and get it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, he doesn't need it here to do it. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Maffa. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Third and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. They'll try to run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
After run, now throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Powers through the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point convert.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Dances away from one. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, defense is about energy, it's about passion, it's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You get the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The Gators will keep this drive going.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Just ran over it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create something.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight end just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. One final play before the end of the quarter. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quick pass on the jet motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Gator! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Flames want to move quickly. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And it's incomplete. A missed opportunity for the offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've got...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. This time he's got his man. Bust through behind his pad. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Oh, what a cut. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and click it early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. Maybe just going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Ball's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
using his legs to buy some time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll take a final shot here on 4th down, probably the last play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for his man in the middle. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit still... He can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Gator! The defense with the scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
It's so hard to...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Touchdown, Florida! And the defense doing work. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Oh, he's looking to throw. This is a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lagway. And they get the sack just like that.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gator. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, so it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Salter. Quick completion on the out.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Got it. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on.
And And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll get rid of it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Give to the running back. No, he just flat ran over it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll keep it on the ground. Showing off the arm. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for a deep man. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
They'll line up to go for 2. Oh, he didn't spike it. He's going to throw. He's got his man. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Salter. Avoids pressure. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback checking the play. Let's go. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no...
The 18
goes down. The offense set for a first down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Heaves it deep. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Snap it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going over the top. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Croman Hope. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Noles have this offense rolling. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep into my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run play action, extending the play. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
15. Florida State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry-up. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play here.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere. And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go with a direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in the hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Miller. At the 45 on his way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. They need some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
That's caught. It's Tuafili. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Noles.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Go ahead and roll the dice. nice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Going to the run to start this second half. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Milroe. Now sliding to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Off play action. Looking for space to the left. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to hit the sideline on the right.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up the 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's Milroe. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention... And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown time. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
34, Florida State, 13.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
Comes out throwing on first down. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 34, Florida State 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown Seminoles. They'll line up to go for two. To the end zone and is picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Direct snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense getting set for first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's right on target. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
With the catch, it's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The aerial assault continues. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Tuafili. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David.
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone.
25.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure that he hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Unloads it left. Got his man. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida State.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Trying to get to it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't